gentlemen, kids of all ages. Watch a brother.
6:21 here on Breakfast Television. Welcome back. We have Steph, we have Tash here on the couch, and Maestro just bringing us in. Nice and cool, nice and smooth. Yeah, there you go. So good. He's the best.
Yes.
No, it's not the best.
What?
Taking your kid to a museum.
Okay.
And then smashing something that should
Is like priceless.
Gosh.
so
and irreplaceable.
crazy. So a 4-year-old at a museum in Israel broke a 3,500-year-old artifact.
Oh, no.
It was a rare Bronze Age jar believed to predate the biblical King David and King Solomon, before the biblical people came about.
Oh,
Wow.
boy.
Do you know what I mean?
I know what you
Old.
Yeah. Super old. The museum doesn't like to put up barriers, so artifacts are as accessible as possible. Partly the museum's fault now,
Yeah,
I'm just gonna say. The kid's father told the media that my initial reaction was denial. I couldn't believe it was my son who did it. He pulled the jar slightly. That's how the jar tipped over and fell. Security wasn't mad. Apparently, they invited the family to return to the museum once again.
So your kid is like, oh, what's in here? And
Yeah.
he's apparently like, yeah, like you just don't like snatch them back.
You snatch them right back in a museum.
First of all, in a museum, the 4-year-old is not running around.
No.
Like, right? You know what I'm
Right,
saying?
right.
Especially if you know that this is a museum that does not have barriers.
Yeah.
I
I don't know. I feel like there's some onus on the museum for not having barriers. That's something that old. You just let like people just come up and take a look-see and kind of touch.
Yeah, put their
I don't
greasy
know,
hands
like,
all
greasy
over
hands
it.
all over
Yeah,
it. Like that doesn't sound right to me.
Maybe they're not real. I feel like these are replicas.
Replicas of?
I don't know.
know.
Yeah, I
don't know
hope
about
so.
that one. I hope they're real.
For the museum's sake. I mean, even just like, those little velvet velour
Yeah,
rope-
make it
ropes.
look, look
put up some
classy.
velvet
and-
ropes
yeah, a
and-
little velvet rope.
Yeah, just to keep people away.
Away,
At least, you
just
you
know.
have some distance.
Totally.
Some caution tape.
Absolutely.
But yeah, I do agree with you. I feel like the museum needs to, rethink their.
Rein in your children. Sorry,
Yeah.
and I have a
And
parent,
also-
and I'm
and
just,
also rein in your children.
because everywhere I go, I see children running everywhere, rampant,
Yeah.
like everywhere.
Yeah.
And I'm
Yeah.
just like, even my kids look at me like,
You're like, Mom, you just
can't
you
try
just have
that.
to give
I
us
said,
one
"That's
look. One look, and you're like,
They know.
okay.
they know.
They know better. Another museum story here. If you're in France and you want to visit the Museum of European and Mediterranean Civilizations in Marseille, you can do so naked.
Oh.
Yeah, there you go. The fee to enter is $12, but you get to roam around nude. I don't know if this is better than the children running around. 80 people showed up for a recent showing. Only shoes are required. That is it. Simply as a way to avoid getting splinters. That's the only reason. So don't sit on a bench
Okay.
as well. That might help.
Okay, but this one has barriers, right?
Yeah. I hope so. One woman told the media, it's not every day that you get to walk around a museum naked. When we arrived, we felt a bit lost, but it's not so strange. I don't feel the need for this to be a thing, but
Yeah.
I know there's some nudists out there
Right.
who would appreciate something like this because they are not typically welcome to
Right.
be nude
Right.
anywhere else but like in a colony or in your own home.
Yeah.
And now here you go.
Okay, great. I'm happy for you.
Anyone can attend. Oh, but if you attend, you have to take off. So it's not
Well,
like if I wanted to
imagine.
go with clothes.
Natasha.
I think,
Yeah.
no, I'm just saying.
No.
It's a good
I
question.
think you have to participate.
Yeah.
I feel like
You have to participate in the theme of
I think so.
the event.
Yeah.
That way
I
it just evens the playing field. for
Yeah.
everybody.
Okay.
Because I feel like I'd feel weird if, I'm participating and I see someone fully clothed. I'd be like, well, aren't we all doing this together?
Yeah.
It's
Aren't
like
we all
going
a
to
team?
a 90s
we?
party and then you don't dress 90s. You don't have to participate, but I can still come in my.
But that's good team spirit to participate.
Yeah.
It's like not dressing up at a Halloween party.
Yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
like,
you
what-
don't do
who's
that.
doing
Who does
that?
that?
You don't
Who
do
does
that.
that? You got to do it. If you're
okay.
in, you're in.
You're in. Are you
$12.
in?
Take off your clothes. Let us know. Would you do this?
Would you do it?
I don't know. Would you do it? Not me. Not for me at all. Shoes, shirt, pants, service. That's it. 6:25 here on Breakfast Television. We're heading to break. We'll say good morning to Devo Brown in for Sid 6 this morning, and we'll have your top stories as well. You're watching BT.